Welcome back to the Zillennial Vortex. We're talking about mermaids. Mermaids. I'm Tanisha and this is Rohit. Mermaids.
I love mermaids. What are you doing? No! You're going to ruin the cinnamon.
Under the sea. Under the sea. You have to hear what it's at. Take it from me.
So that's
Mermaids.
that's my impression of mermaids. They're pretty looking things with upper bodies of very pretty women and lower bodies of a fish with like a fin.
Okay, so mermaids, they are half human, half fish, right? And then mermen and merwomen. So mermaids are the women form of it, and this all comes from the Greek mythology, right? And it first started with like a
Mesopotamian legend.
It started with the Mesopotamian legend, where there was this goddess, that very powerful, very beautiful goddess of fertility, right? Her name was
Atragatis.
Atagatis. Okay. So Atagatis fell in love with a shepherd, a normal human shepherd. And what happened was...
Now wait, Atagatis was the goddess of fertility.
She was a very beautiful goddess of fertility.
Fine, she fell in love with a shepherd. Fine.
Who was human, human. Fell in love, madly in love, and she accidentally killed him in bed.
What the hell was she doing?
No, okay, so here's the
Fucking
thing.
Atragatis?
So the sentence is her divine love making
Proved
is what he couldn't,
much for shepherd
and
to handle.
he couldn't handle it and he died, right? But she got pregnant with his child, right? And out of guilt and grief and every other emotion running through her, she gave birth to this child and she drowned herself.
Oh, so sad.
But Atagatis couldn't die because she's a goddess, right? So what happens is her body kind of morphed into a half fish, half human, compatible to live in the water.
In the water,
world,
fine,
right?
okay.
So she couldn't die. So she was like the first ever mermaid written in like books, and like the first ever form of having a half fish, half woman was her. Mermaids have always been in books, have been throughout history and throughout different cultures. There's always been like a half human, half fish being, right? The most famous mermaids in all of these writings would be the sirens, who are actually not like mermaids. There's this huge mess up. Some books depict them as being mermaids that like sit on sea rocks and they wait for sailors, right? And then they lure these sailors in and kill them. But in another writing of them, in another writing that talks about them, they were actually Demeter. They were Demeter's maidens, and they were supposed to protect Persephone, right? And what happens is, you know what happens, Hades kidnaps Persephone, and now there are two theories to it. That one is that they were either punished with wings, because they'd have to fly and find Persephone, or they asked Zeus for wings to search for Persephone, right? But still, they fly by the sea.
So what you're saying is they are half fish and half human, or half human-like, but with wings.
No, so they're split into two different writings, right? Some books show them as a half fish, half human. Some books show the sirens as half winged, half human. Okay. But so the theory of these wings were that
they had to search for Persephone.
To find
but they were aquatic creatures only.
They stayed and they lived by water. Okay. But they attacked only sailormen, right?
Yes.
So what they do is the sirens sang a very beautiful song. And now again, this goes back to Persephone's story, right? So what happened with the sirens is because they were in so much grief that they lost Persephone, their song was a beautiful melody that pulled people in.
Right.
So they would sing it in hopes that she would hear it and run back to them.
So like Adele, with a beautiful voice and really gets you invested in the music and.
Yeah, sure.
Ah.
Yeah, and then kind of. So they would sing, right? They would sit by and they would sing this beautiful song, and sailors on their voyages would hear them and would be so captivated by the song that they would jump off board and die.
I'm telling you, Adele. Okay. Then I'm very curious now. Then what happens?
Okay, so Jason and the Argonauts met these guys. Jason was clever enough to tell. They were warned about the sirens, right? Because both Jason and all his Argonauts were very, very important people in the Greek mythology, and a lot of gods were rooting for them to win and get back to fleece. So he was warned about the sirens, and they found a way to not. They had someone on their team who was a very good musician.
Oh, what was his name? Orpheus.
Orpheus was asked to play his song, and his song overpowered the song of the sirens.
On the lyre, okay.
So they made it through the sirens. Another very important team that met the sirens was Odysseus on his trip. Odysseus, by the way, was the only one who heard the siren song and lived. Okay, so Odysseus wanted to hear what the siren sounded like. So he asked his crewmates to tie him to the sail, his ship's sail.
So he wouldn't jump off.
And even if he asked them to untie him, that they wouldn't untie him. And everybody else had to put wax in their ears so they can't hear. And he heard the song, he wanted to jump off, but he couldn't, but he made it alive. The myth with these sirens is that if you hear their song and you continue to live, the siren that you heard sing it would die.
Oh,
okay. So
that's a fair trade.
Yeah. So if they couldn't kill you, they died.
They died.
Yeah. So these sirens would, beautiful little things, pop up on like tiny rocks, and they would see ships and they would start singing their song. And then you'd have a storm, you'd have uneven water, and these men would see everything around them and they know they're jumping to their death. But that song is so powerful that they would jump, knowing that they'd die.
Wow.
And they can't stop themselves.
So idea is you sing so well that you put the other person in a trance.
Yeah.
And then that person is
But this is not a full trance because they're fully aware that they're jumping to death and they know what they're doing.
So
they know
want
they're dying.
to do this. They really want to jump into the water.
They don't want to
swim towards.
They don't want to, but they do. You get it? They jump in, but they're like, no, this will kill me. I can't do this. But they can't stop themselves.
So they're compelled to do it. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a potent voice.
Yeah. So those are the sirens. So now again, with both the myths, one is that they fly over the ship, sing it, and then you jump to your death. And the other is that they pop up on little rocks and they sing it, and then you jump to your death. But either ways, you die. You have to look beautiful to be here.
Every night in my dream, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know what? Go on. Far across the distance and spaces.
I would jump off this ship to stop listening to this crap.
You have come to go near, far, wherever you are. I will not, and my heart will go on and on.
Jumps to death because they don't want to listen to any more of this. I love these women. Okay, so the Rusalkas were Slavic mythology of water spirits, right? Not actually mermaids, but water spirits that either drowned themselves or were drowned by other people, right? So they would lurk by rivers and lakes, and they had they had green, long, luscious, wet hair and pale skin, but they were still very attractive, okay?
So green, luscious, wet hair,
Yeah.
beautiful looking,
And pale skin, but
pale skin, super
it
white.
kind of makes sense, right?
Okay.
Because if you're in rivers and lakes, you would have some form of either algae or weed stuck to your hair.
Yeah.
And then
your
pale
face,
is because
but that's fine.
you're in water all the time, right?
Okay.
So they would come out at night and sit by trees, right? Near the water body still. And they would lure men in with their looks and their charm, and then they'd kill them.
That is so twisted.
That's so nice. Fun fact, they love tickling people and laughing.
Oh shit.
Imagine coming out and they're beautiful and they're like, hi, hello, tickle, drown.
That's messed up.
That's so cute.
Okay. I mean, why tickle someone before you drown them?
Because they're
That's just
laughing too
mean.
and you're laughing
Right?
and then
Exactly,
they're dying.
right? And this person who's laughing is be like, oh my god, this woman is so beautiful, so adorable, she's tickling me and I'm getting, so falling in love with her and all.
What is happening? Yeah. I like that.
That's not right. Okay, I don't like this.
That's
I don't
okay.
like the Rusalkas. I like how they look, but they're very mean girls. They're very mean girls.
They're not mean.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, imagine if you were killed by your husband.
Okay.
That's the best way to take revenge. He's laughing, you're laughing, he's dying, you're still laughing.
Yeah, but no, they're not talking about that. You remember? Devin, you remember how you killed me? I mean, do you remember that or not? When you slit my throat. Do you remember how you killed me, you son of a bitch? You come here, you fucking bitch! There you go, son of a bitch.
Stop!
It's fact.
No!
A dog is birthed from a female dog, also known as a bitch. Ergo, all dogs are sons of bitches. Like, I don't like these people. I don't like the Rusalkas, okay?
I think they're doing the right thing. As long as it's just men.
Okay. What other types of mermaids are there?
There is a mummy water, basically translate to the mummy water, or the mother of water, right? Again, evil water spirits, not actually like half fish, half human, but then they would also feast on men. Right, so it's really bad omen to see them.
Oh.
Or they will kill you. Either ways, you're gonna die. You might as well just get killed by them. Yeah, because it's one just.
At least you get tickled, right?
They don't tickle.
Oh, they don't tickle?
No, they just kill.
So it's only the Rusalka bitches who tickle.
Like if they see you, they're like, you die. Or
So
if
you're
you see
just
them.
food for them.
Yeah. But you're not food, they don't eat you, they just
Then what
kill
else do
you.
they do? They just kill me.
Just kill you.
What am I going to do after that?
You're dead. What
Yeah,
will
means
you
what
do?
happens to me after that? So I just sink in the
You
ocean and that's
decompose,
it.
yeah. And some fish is gonna eat you.
So basically what just happened is some dude died in the ocean and all his compatriots are like, oh no, he didn't simply die. There was a creature who had fangs, who sang a song, and then he jumped into the water and then he swam to that creature and that creature ate him and then he sunk.
No. They don't swim to the siren. They drown before they even swim to them.
So they
drown
just
to
jump into
death.
the water.
Yeah.
Even though they know how to swim,
Yeah.
they drown.
They drown.
What the hell kind of a story is this?
But see, like movies like the Pirates of the Caribbean, the sirens actually go very close to the boat, grab them by their shirt and drag
Yeah.
them to death. But those are not there in the Greek. The Greek myth is just them going, la 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 la, hello. Death, do it.
That is so
Drown.
weird. I mean, these guys are they're so whipped.
But also, when these sailors went on all these voyages, right? You're saying like 2-3 years of no interaction with any form of
Yeah. What's your
except
point?
them. If you see any pretty lady there who's wanting you,
No, but I think that feeds into the hallucination, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you're out in the sea
yeah,
and all you have around you are men.
ugly men,
Ugly men, right? With
Unkept,
yellow teeth and whatever.
terribly
it is.
looking.
So essentially what is happening
As
is,
soon as you see some,
no, you're seeing a dolphin and then because of the smooth skin, the sailor is like, oh my, what a beautiful girl. Okay, that's
What
what's
a big
happened,
nose.
right? And because the dolphin is like whatever the dolphin does, and then it's swimming away, right? And in your hallucination, as the dolphin is swimming away like that, the sailor is like,
She's
oh,
twerking
look
for
at
me."
her, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay,
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
okay. So
You
the
know what to do with a big fat butt.
yeah, with that
Wiggle,
big fat fin, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
wiggle.
wiggle. Okay, so the sailor is like, excuse me, buddy, I'm going to follow the wiggle, right? So then he's
Follow
like,
the wiggle.
he's jumping, and because he's so mesmerized by that wiggle, in the ocean also he's going like this, when he should be doing this, and then he's drowning.
You will drown too.
Yeah, I'll also drown. But my point is, but imagine the guy, okay, his first mate, sitting over there and thinking, excuse me, what did he see over there? He's talking about a beautiful girl, but all I saw was an ugly fish.
Dolphins aren't ugly.
No, I'm saying according to this fellow, they're not going to sit and be like, yeah, what a pristine dolphin. Right? This guy is going to be like, this guy is tripping, okay? Captain is tripping. He's gone and jumped and he's drowned. And then when they go back to the shore, the captain's wife is asking the first mate, Jack, what happened to my husband? And Jack is going to be
There
like,
was no women there.
no, on the land,
I don't think pirates had a lot of.
no, no, this is
Okay,
merchant navy.
sure.
I'm talking about merchant navy, okay?
Merchant
So
navy.
privateers. So go back, and the captain's wife is like, "Oh, Arnold, what happened to my husband?" Okay, and Arnold's gonna be like, he can't tell her that
The dolphin wanted to have sex.
he jumped into the
The
ocean
dolphin wanted to have.
to swim
Your
with the
ma-
dolphins. Exactly. Okay.
Your man wanted
Yeah.
to do the nasties with the
Yeah,
fish.
exactly. He couldn't say that. So he had to make up a story. Arnold is like, Kathy, your husband was a wonderful sailor, but have you heard of the myth of the mermaid? And she's like, oh no, what mermaid? And then he would have started describing this story where there's this beautiful maiden who is singing a song and who's looking so beautiful and she's got a nice fin and all of that shit. And then Captain is like,
Nice fin and all of that
yeah, Captain is like, oh Arnold, do you see that beautiful maiden, wiggling the fin and all of that? Why don't we go to her? Because she might have some food, because we are out of food, right? We are surrounded by fish, but we're still out of food. So why don't we just go to her? She might offer us some food. And she's a
That's
good
still
hospitable person.
cannibalism.
No, why? She won't offer she'll offer us humans because she has the human reservoir, right?
That's still
No,
cannibalism.
that's what I'm saying, but he doesn't know that. He thinks that because she's a mermaid, she'll be like, excuse me, 2 fishes come here. Like, we can place an order and she can give us the fish. That's what the captain is thinking. But Arnold cannot tell Kathy that. Arnold is going to be like, Kathy, your husband was a wonderful sailor and we are so shocked and sad to lose him. But how did he die? And Arnold is going to be like, he jumped into the ocean because we heard a beautiful sound from somewhere and he thought that might be the lunch bell for some island. So he started swimming, but then realized that, oh my God, my muscles have atrophied and I can't swim. So then he drowned. And then what we could not do was, our rope also was not there. Some crow came and took the rope away, so we could not save him. At the end of the day, we had to watch him drown in front of our eyes. And it hurt us so much that we had to watch our captain drown in front of our eyes. And so, Kathy, we were not able to save him.
I'm so sorry.
But just follow-up question, what are you doing tonight?
So Christopher Columbus, right, on his
Yes.
voyage, apparently saw a mermaid,
Ah.
and he said, "What is this bullshit? Like, I thought they were beautiful, and this thing just looked like a big blob of disgusting goop." And
Yeah.
then no, so a lot of scientists later on read his description, and it sounded a lot like a manatee.
What the hell is a manatee?
Do you know those big seals with those big, a manatee?
Oh.
So he saw it. He saw this manatee from a distance, right? And they have those huge fins with a huge
Ah.
tail thingy at the end, and their face, if you see from far, does resemble a human.
I haven't seen one, so I don't know.
They're like seals, but with like an external nose,
Okay.
right?
All seals have external nose. It's not
No,
like
no.
one seal has an internal nose.
No, like a
A
very
snout, a protruding
protruding.
snout. Okay.
Yeah. So it looked like.
That manatee looked human-esque.
Yeah. So he said that was his mermaid.
Yeah, but then see, you have to keep in mind that Christopher Columbus
Yeah.
is a total idiot. He started moving towards the west to discover India. He couldn't even find India properly. What makes you think that he would have actually seen a manatee for what it was? He saw manatee, he's like, What, he was Spanish, no. This is a mermaid. Yes, gracias. Okay. No. Wait. Ella es la mermeda. Gracias. Okay. And then he'll be
Why
like,
does he have a list?
no, a lot of Spanish people say
No.
that. Okay. And then mermaid is like, yo, Chris, where are you going? I'm going to find India. She's like, India is not that way. India is this way, you fucking bitch. That's not the way to India, you idiot. India is here. Okay? You're going to the United States of America. That's not India. This is India. Okay? And then Christopher Columbus is like, no, thank you. I know where India is, and you're not a fucking manatee, you're a mermaid. Is this?
The manatee spoke to him the sentence.
Yeah. Manatees spoke to him. Exactly. Yeah.
No, do you know Blackbeard, right?
Yeah.
The pirate, the most
Yeah.
famous one. He apparently also saw a mermaid, and he described her in detail as being this very beautiful maiden, black hair, and she had her tail was like that of a salmon,
Okay.
and it shimmered in the sun. Right?
Yeah.
Weird because he's being so. This just sounds like really horny men that haven't seen.
Exactly.
And then he describes how she swam beside his ship, and like it's just it's like
No.
it's
Yeah.
weird.
This guy's probably just super high.
Oh, okay.
I was not okay. I was supposed to do that, but anyway, no. I won't do it because family shit. Okay, so Blackbeard is probably just super high on the deck of his ship, and same thing. Imagine, okay, paint a picture. So Blackbeard, he's irritated. He's like, where the fuck are we going? There's no ship in
But
sight,
see, that's
and
the
all
thing.
my guys are so ugly. Fucking, I don't even want to be. But I just don't have any other way of sexual release, right? And then he's standing and wondering, why did I become a pirate? Is this all worth it? And he's looking down into the ocean and see the moonlight. Okay, the moonlight falling on the ocean and is sort of glimmering because of the waves, and this is the right light. And suddenly he sees an eel swim by. Okay, and in his sudden realization, he has an epiphany. He's like,
That's a movie.
did I just see some
Beautiful.
exquisitely beautiful creature?
Yeah.
I think I did.
Who's wearing a bra?
Exactly. What? No. They were
Just-
topless.
Yeah. Okay.
All mermaids were topless. There was
Except
no.
Ariel. So I just.
Ariel was for a family audience.
Yeah.
The adult version of Ariel is full nudist.
Don't do
Okay.
that. There is no adult version of Ariel.
Yeah, just like there's no adult version of the Red Riding Hood. But my point is that Blackbeard is standing there and thinking that this eel is a beautiful, beautiful maiden, and I think I should mate with that eel. Because he doesn't want to mate with all the other ugly people on his boat. And that's when he makes up the story. And then his first mate comes, excuse me, Mr. Beard.
Mr. Beard.
What happened? Why are you looking into the ocean? Then he's like,
I saw a beautiful maiden.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
her tail was. That's a good combination though.
What?
Like nice pink, orangish tail, and then
Yeah.
black hair.
Yeah. That way, if you see a baboon in a right lighting also, it's going to look like a very appealing figure. Okay, please. And at least baboons move their asses in a oscillatory way.
Don't say that.
That way, we can make anything look good with lighting. Okay.
Exactly. Lighting matters. Do you think
Fucking
we look like this
Blackbeard.
without these lights? No. I just put the name there, right? It's the Japanese version of the mermaid. It's
So
not
the African
No,
one.
the African one was just mommy water, right? Yeah. So in the Japanese version, they don't do anything to men. They don't directly do anything to these men.
So what?
But if you see them, again, same myth. If you see them sitting, you will die. Something bad will happen.
So all they have to do is just sit and wait for people to look at them.
Yeah, like Medusa.
Huh.
But they don't kill them. This could also be so in this version of it, it seems like they're nice people kind of warning these sailor men.
Interesting.
It could be a storm, right? and then these guys don't know about it, and if they see a mermaid there, they're like, oh shit.
So
Hold on.
It's just
back up, danger.
Ah.
Back up, danger.
Okay.
Back it up. Back it up. Hey, back it up. Yeah. Back it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ning yang yo.
Yeah. Why stop there?
I can't rhyme
Why
anything.
stop there?
I couldn't rhyme anything with that.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is exactly what is happening to Blackbeard. Okay.
And we only have
He's just
pronounced
sitting
it
on the
right.
deck. He's like, pack it up, pack it up, yo, pack it up.
Look at that tail go. Whoop. Say, ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mermaids are women, obviously. People, on the other hand,
Are ugly.
are ugly. Like mermen are
Are ugly.
ugly. Mermaids
Are beautiful.
are super fan. Okay, but be advised,
They
they
could be
will
manatees.
lure you.
Oh.
They could be manatees.
Yeah, and you don't
Okay?
want that.
Exactly.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
None of the people want that.
Nobody wants that.
Moral of the story is
Don't go
mermaids
on. Oh.
are the worst kind of
No,
women. you will
vampires
meet.
are the worst kind of men you'll ever meet.
True story, actually.
Right?
Yeah. End of the day, try and find a mermaid who has a crab friend. Don't try and find a mermaid who has just her fingers, because a bitch will tickle you and kill you.
Or teeth or fangs.
Yeah.
Fangs. Fangs.
Mm. Thank you for watching. When I do this, you say hello to this.
Okay, I'm closing my mouth so they can't see what I'm.
Ready? 5, 6, 7, go.
Hello, sailors.
No, what did I? Wait a second. What did I say? I said I'll do this. When I put my hand down, then you say hello, sailor.
Okay. Hello, sailors. If you haven't heard me sing, you haven't lived a good life. Jump off your ships and come towards me. And I'll sing you a lullaby to death. And may your heart go on and on and on till the depths of the sea, till some weird looking animal eats you alive. Because I don't eat human meat. Thank you for watching this episode of Zillennial Vortex. Great dudes. Watch more in the next episode with more interesting stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And you'll meet me, Mermaid, in the next episode. Bye. Kisses. Yay!